like suicide. So I just left. But in my defense, it was really dark. Like the dark was like seeping into me. It was horrible and I didn't like it, so I tried to leave.
Oh,
can see why Gad would not be happy with you. You left your companions to what you and what I imagine he presumed you fought to their deaths. But you're here now.
But I didn't know and I was confused and scared, so and
You have a
I'm
lot to
sorry.
fix in
Um,
that case. Gad will not forgive you
I know,
unless for a long time.
but
unless
I
of
have
So
course,
forgiven
unless of
but I
course you
am
kill yourself, he'll
but
forgive
I
you.
am
Yep, that's the
sorry.
quick fix.
But I'm sorry and I've forgiven him for not considering that not everybody is perfect and acknowledge and ignoring your flaws
that's
is
not
like
how forgiveness works, Golden. If I do something which I myself knows is immoral, I cannot forgive others for looking down upon me. That's not how it, not for looking poorly upon my choices. I
no
am
and I,
the one in that case that has been performing poorly. If other people are not of such a high moral standing that they can forgive and forget everything, if that's what you view as morals, um, you cannot forgive them for being not 100% perfect.
I know that's why I am also sorry for the way I acted, but
Well, I
and I
think you're allowed to.
acknowledge
You continue.
exit now I forgot. Now you continue.
Well, acknowledge or not, possible poor behavior. I wasn't. I couldn't say with certainty, but it does cast doubts upon you, Golden, in that while we are undertaking these things, we rely on each other, which means relying on you. And you left.
Dad would be so happy about this.
He's in the other room, I think.
Yeah.
Perhaps he can hear. Depends on what you think.
Nope. He has an incredibly low perception.
I mean, even if I did say sorry, do you really think Gad would forgive me?
Saying sorry is not going to cut it. You will have to act it out. Prove
Yeah,
yourself.
and I am acting out. That's what I plan to do. I got I've found this book, this and Gold Star shows you the book that if you have a high arcana, it's the Tome of Understanding. And yeah, I've read it through and it's helped me find a lot of inner peace. Not all of it, but yeah.
What do you think this is? That you can simply abandon your companions, then leave the group for months? We meet you here in the strangest of all places and we'll just accept you back in with hugs and kisses? You have a lot to do to be accepted back into this group as a companion once again.
I know.
But I'm
At that moment in those couple months I would have been only a burden to you. I just needed a break.
then prove to us you are not a burden anymore. But know that I will be watching you and
All right
judging.
then. Okay then.
Hello, group. I think our break is done.
Wait, we gotta wait for Phalith
I
or
think we're still
Margarine.
waiting on Marine. I think Gad will go over to 11 if he's done talking with Golden. What words did you exchange with that cowardly cur, Eleven? You must be careful around him.
I spoke to him about what happened down in the mines.
Oh, yes. And did he give a compelling and understandable recourse of events of when he betrayed us all and left Phalith and Beric to die?
He said what happened, and he left you all.
Exactly. That's just what
people
I've
to
been
die.
saying. No one seems to be believing me or thinking it's that big a deal. I don't understand it.
Is it a big deal? Sounds interesting.
If people,
Quiet, creepy person. We're talking.
But we're friends, aren't we, Gad?
Friends can have private conversations like I'm having with Eleven right now.
Oh, is that
I'll
so?
come talk to you in a second.
Okay. Have a private conversation. Hope it's pleasant. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Anyway, Eleven, what were you saying?
quite frankly, I lost track.
Yeah, fair enough. We were just
Well-
in the midst of combat.
No, but all right. We were talking about if this was important or not. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
we rely on each other through
Yes.
dangers. We are all here saving, or attempting to save Phaleth's sister,
Mm-hmm.
braving deaths, dangers, and all manner of creatures and foes. And now we are to allow this, I shall not say cur, but feline
will.
to. Well, you will, but I shall not. My mother raised me to not curse people openly.
No. Well, I didn't have one, so.
You had to. Gad, you had to.
You're so true, bestie.
A bit of a smile from that. But if we are to, I do not enjoy having to rely on one whom have proven their lacking of
No.
moral fiber, their lacking of fiber and
Indeed.
some backbone.
We could find Pronghorn again. And Beric. I know not where they are.
I shall be looking at what Golden does. See if he
Oh, me too.
performs better.
We can look together.
Guys, why are you staring at me?
We're talking about you, not to you.
Like
Get
middle
back in your
school,
corner.
middle school girls, like just glaring at him across like the dining room.
Nameless inches forward and asks, "Can I do that too? Can I do that too?"
Okay.
Glares alongside them.
But you weren't that well. You were sort of there. King was there.
I was there too.
Oh, okay. So you saw the whole thing.
Silent
Hello?
glaring now.
Well, anyway, we
Where's
shall
the
see how Golden performs from now. Beric knows,
Quite
and
right.
I know that people can better themselves. But
Yeah, just
that
like
does not
King. He
mean.
killed himself. Sorry, you were
he-
saying, Levin. I cut you off.
King might still be here. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not trust Golden anymore. Even if I did not trust him much before. But he
didn't
shall be
trust him
given
before?
the chance to prove himself. No.
Ouch.
Why did you not trust him before? Could you see into his nature and see the betrayal arriving?
Partly. He was always a scaredy cat.
My word, Levin, your powers of insight truly magnificent.
He
I
is a
think
big
it's
cat.
called common sense, Gad, but that might not be so common.
And this sense of the common, it can see into people, see the betrayals manifesting.
Yes, it's the eighth sense.
Fascinating. I hope to learn it one day.
Yes, I think King might have it. Motioning at the nameless one. We haven't given him a
I
name
think
yet.
they both just turned to the nameless one who's just sat right next to them.
Yeah,
Glaring.
yeah. An eye within an eye within an eye within an eye glaring at you. I have no idea what you're
You got-
talking about. I only have 7 senses.
Oh. Well, that's fine. Just keep a sharp eye out for that golden figure,
Okay.
in case he betrays us all again.
While we wait for Thalith, I will do what Pronghorn and Beric will see.
Okay.
So,
Hard to switch.
as the lift goes further and further down, it eventually reaches into a large chamber that seems to be a partially collapsed church of some sort. It seems to be completely empty and vast. There seems to be a doorway at one end. Oh, Thalith is
Holy
back.
frick.
And there is
Jesus
some kind of
Christ.
large, moving, shifting orb in the back that seems to have a white silhouette of a figure chained and bound to it.
Oh, just Fela's sister. It was that easy.
As it goes down to the bottom, the lift opens up, and you and Beric get off, and the lift seems to go back up.
I approach cautiously. Barrick can follow me if he wishes. And what does the figure look like?
It looks like a teenage girl, but other than that, you're not quite sure, just from her proportions and size. So it is a completely white silhouetted figure that seems to have chains wrapped around it that also seem to be made of some kind of light that they go off into the orb creature's body.
Crap, you said her name dozens of times and I forgot. What was Fela's sister's name?
It's either Fidelity
Fidelity?
or
Fidelity. It is Fidelity.
I believe.
Fidelity is her name in the order, and Aya is her real
Yeah,
name.
yeah. I said I wrong.
Wait, what's her real name again?
Aya.
Fidelity and Aya.
So I'm like, Miss Aya, is that you?
The figure opens her eyes and is staring at you. You can see there's a bit of energy behind it, but there's no mouth. There's no real defining features apart from maybe an outlining where you assume eyes would be. It's almost like a mannequin.
I'm a
in shape.
friend of your older sister. We've come to rescue you.
She seems excited by that news, by her reaction, but then seems to get a bit worried as the orb behind her seems to release a pulse that you feel. It's a wave of magic that bathes over you and Beric. And she seems a bit worried, and she looks like she's trying to suggest running and hiding behind something.
Oh, well, okay then. Move Barrick over to...
She seems to be panicking at where you've hidden.
How about over here then?
She seems a bit more relaxed, which at that moment you hear 3 thuds on the lift that's still going up. You just hear on the wood. And then you actually see 3 figures land in front of you in the ground with dust billowing around them.
Do they do superhero landings?
No, they actually just land and squat down basically. And
The
the huge plume of
orchestra.
dust around. And you overhear them saying, well, we got the alarm, but no one's here. Do you think it was a false alarm? Not the first time she's played a trick. The other one's like, no, we still have to investigate. The boss has told us to. It's our job.
I'm checking spells to see what. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong. It's not Gold Star. He doesn't have spells.
It's Pronghorn and Beric.
Yeah.
And they seem to be stepping off in individual ways, and they start to basically look around. So you and Beric will have to do stealth checks.
Does Beric have any spells that would help with stealth?
Guidance.
Yeah. Yeah, he will need that.
I don't know how to turn it on because I don't know his macros, so I will just roll stealth and add guidance. He doesn't have advantage, so he got 15, and you got 24. Nice. One
There.
moment, I just
There we go.
need this. Things. Oh, I rolled it. It was just I have DM roll on by accident. He got a 15 in total. I accidentally had it on DM secret rolls, so I just need to see this thing's passive perception. So so they don't seem to have noticed you both as they just kind of glancing around looking for anything that's different. Which the shadowy figure seems to be trying to act meek or submissive in a way in the body language, as they are just kind of looking around right now. And at this point, we will go back to the others, unless there's something you want to do quickly.
Is there any other way out?
There is a huge door at the other end of the room. All the way down here.
All right. I'm just gonna wait until they leave and then try to head to the door while reassuring Aya that like I don't know how to or that I don't know. Well, actually, never mind. We'll just
Okay.
once.
We go back to the people upstairs where you have a captive.
Do any of us feel that pulse of magic?
No.
Meanwhile, we're sat on a prisoner.
Okay.
Actually, do
Hey.
me an insight check if you're looking at the prisoner or near the prisoner.
Okay.
Me too. Because I'm standing next to it.
I'm just saying anyone that's near it can. And like paying attention to him.
Well, I would be near it, even though.
Yeah, just
That's a 6.
11.
I don't know if maybe I pressed it twice on accident. No.
he has to do that.
The-
Which he gets that. So you notice him react to something, but not in like a hostile or angry way. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I asked him nicely, and I asked him to cooperate and answer a question. So I say, what did you just react to?
the alarm went off.
The what?
The alarm.
To what?
What alarm?
I don't know. I don't get paid enough. I just know you feel it if one of the forbidden rooms has been entered.
Do you know which
Do you
one?
know where the forbidden?
No, I don't know which one. When this happens, we're meant to report to the higher ups, which at this point you hear people rattling at the door, trying to get in.
Oh, and it's locked right now. Okay, do you
Yes.
know a way out of here that isn't this door?
Yes, there's 2 side doors, but well, there's
Okay.
one side door. The other one is not finished. The other one's a technically secret passage, but I saw it once. All it does is lead you back.
Lead you back where?
It leads you back to the corridor.
The corridor where the people are knocking right now.
Well, it leads behind them. It leads to the lift.
Okay, well, please lead us into the secret passage. We're gonna. I mean, unless someone wants to try the other door, I think that's our best bet.
Golden wanted to check the desk, see if there's
Yeah, you can.
just
What
quick.
what you
Never
looking
mind.
for?
I don't know anything important like documents, like magical trinket,
Fancy
a
baubles.
Fancy baubles.
13.
You do find a little. It's not a candle. It's more like a lantern that's just sat on the table. So think of an old miner lantern. You know, it has the cage around it,
yeah.
and you can see that the cage on it does rotate, so you can let light out more if you want. But you can see that the flame inside it is a multiple colored flame. That
Cool.
and you can't see a way of turning it off or on, so you can't see a way of snuffing out the flame. And it
I'll
gives
take
off
it.
no heat.
I'll take it.
Yep. You have this strange magical lantern. Okay.
So,
So do you let Dante get off him?
Yeah.
Okay. So he takes you over here. He pulls what seems to just be a panel on the side of one of these boxes along the edge. They all just look like boxes that should be filing cabinets and such. But he seems to reach around the side, pull on one of the panels, and it seems to slide forwards as if it's on a lever. And then this back wall moves to the side. You can see a corridor that seems to lead back around down, and it seems to lead you past. You can't really tell, but this is what you assume. It leads you past the main doorway. So let me just move everyone closer so I can just move you all. Are you coming, Levin?
Before we,
Yeah.
well, while everyone's still moving back, like finish that scene, but Levin is gonna try doing some things in the room
Okay.
before we
So
leave.
yeah, because you'll have a bit of time and then you can catch up. So basically, you'll all be able to rush down this side corridor back to the main hallway, which I will take you to in a moment because it just saves me a bit of time if I move you all together.
Hmm.
So, Levin, what is it you wanted to do?
Inspecting this scrying pool or disc.
Mhm.
What is it?
Good
It
call.
is a large kind of plate almost that has a liquid in it. It looks like water, but unless you touch it, you can't tell. But there is something off about it. It doesn't seem to flow the same as water. It seems to be a scale model of what you assume probably what reality looks like right now. So a live broadcast of reality, or the material plane.
does that place look similar to the other scrying pool in the material plane that we came across earlier?
No, this one looks kind of. You can see it's the underside of it seems to be ornately decorated to look like Pergamunda stuff. So, and the actual thing it's describing on top is a complete live show of what's going on in reality right now. You assume from what you've been told by other people.
Okay.
All right. From the invisible backpack, pull out a jug of a bottle of cognac and just dump all of the liquid like on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Once it's entirely empty, shake it a bit and then fill it with this scrying water.
Yeah. So as you put it in, it does start to fill. It seems a little bit more sluggish than normal water, like there is some kind of gel or something aspect to it, but it does flow in. After a few seconds, you have filled your canteen with it.
And at the end, Levin will, with his other hand, put his finger into the pool and cast Blight at 4th level, imbuing it with decay and rotting elements.
Okay.
Jeez.
As
Oh.
the pool seems to react to the necrotic energy, the water quickly turns to black. Every little intricate little detail on it seems to just collapse into itself as the pool itself seems to bubble with necrotic energy.
I will not have vermin spy on me. And now you no longer are able to. And then he follows the rest.
Okay, so let me just
Throws
move you all
2
over here.
alchemy fires into that pool.
Okay, so they just they hit it, but the necrotic energy that's infused it just doesn't let the fire even start. It just absorbs them into it and breaks them down almost immediately.
Looks
And
pleased
say
about.
to the nameless one.
Oh.
Now you continue.
Nah, looks pleased about
Okay.
it.
While we walk to the group a bit quicker than the rest of the Malia, so we catch up. King, if you're in there, I think we found the rat that spied upon the cellars.
Ooh.
I have
I'll tell
duplicated you
him.
all and moved you all to the bottom side of the map.
I'll be sure to tell him.
You have
Thank you.
So you come back, you can see that this is the left turn from the corridor that when you came through the original doors with the knights, this is where you came to, this crossroads. You can hear banging on the door behind, and it's recently been, and then all of a sudden you hear the snap and it seems to open, and you hear footsteps rushing in.
Did we have time to put the panel back behind us before
Oh, that
they
closes
came
by
in?
itself. It's a panel on the side of the thing that opens up a wall, and then it shuts behind you.
Okay.
The nameless stranger puts his arm around the knight and asks, "Please escort us to your most secret, your most well-guarded place."
No. If I do that, I'll die.
Oh, just take us close and then you don't have to go there.
Yeah, take us as close
Just go
as
in
it
here.
doesn't. Okay.
He just hits the wall on what seems to be a button on the wall, and a door seems to open right behind him.
Okay. I think we should probably go in there then.
Does this one also go down?
Yes, they both go down.
Because I think Dante and Gad is going to need that one.
He says, good luck to you all.
You should go home.
Yeah, and please don't tell anyone about us or anything that just happened.
Okay, and he just reaches for his forehead, presses something, and he seems to disappear.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Fine.
So get in the lifts.
Yep.
Oh wait,
Yep.
I'll go in this one.
They're out.
Dante gets a lift to himself. You all spend a few moments going down the lift. Let me just put you all back on. As you all come to a large double doors.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I assume you open the doors.
yeah.
Yes.
They are very ornately decorated, although you can see they are in a bit of disrepair. As the doors swing open, you see a large chamber with a huge glowing multicolored orb in the background, with a white figure, almost like a mannequin looking thing, strapped to it with chains wrapping around it, and the chains very into the giant orb. You see 3 humanoid creatures stood around looking around. They all look at you and go, "Oh, they must be the intruders." Well,
Magic missile.
no, let me finish.
Do I
And he says,
immediately recognize Aya in there?
no, not well. You kind of get the sense it is, but it's hard to tell because it's literally no facial features. It's more like a familial
But I mean,
feeling.
everything in me is just looking for her, so I assume once I see this figure, I'd assume it's her, right?
But these 3 things
Yeah.
go. So no longer keeping up the charade. Their bodies seem to shift and grow and expand and get bigger and bigger, and their skin seems to turn a deep red as 3 Oni appear before you.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh.
One of them has 2 large drums on him from when he was the bard.
Oh, I'm looking forward
It's
to
Dead by
this.
Daylight.
And at this point, I will end the session
Oh.
because
Ooh.
this combat will last longer than 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
Do we
have
roll
a
initiative?
flanking force.
Oh yeah, they don't.
And Levin, the paragraph speech comes a bit later.
I'm fine with doing combat now if the rest of you are.
Yeah.
I am not. Sorry.
I think I'm not. Sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
after 7. So sorry, I have to.
Okay. Should we
Okay.
roll
Well, what a
initiative
combat
now?
it'll be.
And Beric will just be in the middle of it, like, what?
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's this glowing thing? Why is there 3 big Oni? Why is there 2 people? What's going on?
Hmm.
But
Thanks for
Well,
the
I-
session.
Thank you
Yeah,
for the
Alright, will I
session.
be
enjoyed it.
will I be controlling Pronghorn and Gold next
if you
time?
want to,
I mean, I don't want to make this an uneven combat encounter because
In other words,
It'll
you
be-
play
it-
both.
yeah, because if I take control of one, I won't be able to play them optimally because I don't know how to play your characters optimally. Or how you want them played.
Never mind then.
It's why I'm always reluctant to play one of your characters when you're not here. Because I'll play them how I would play them, not how you would play them. So they'd act differently to help.
All right.
So this should be an interesting session.
Yeah.
It'll
yeah.
probably be combat heavy,
Yeah.
so prepare for the long slog of combat.
Oof.
It's a shame because Pronghorn was thinking of challenging them to a music off, or like
Well, you still
Like,
can.
One of them still has an instrument. It's just a large pair of drums.
Hmm.
And I shall be off anyway now. So thank you for all playing and goodbye.
Yep. See you
Thanks.
next week.
Bye.
All right.
See you next
Wait.
week.
Oh no, it'll be Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not next week. It'll be 2 weeks then.
Next
No, that's
Christmas
Christmas.
week.
It'll be
Yeah.
the week.
that's
It'll be the
New
week
Year.
after that.
New
Yeah,
Year.
it'll be the 7th.
Hmm.
Sorry,
Oh.
it'll be the 7th.
So
So it'll be quite a while.
next week.
Yeah.
To make things more complicated.
I'm just getting confused. Brain's melting now. See you.
Yeah.
All right. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
All right.
Bye bye.
See everyone soon. Adios.